Hello, I'm Yutakara Watanabe, a tax accountant. Welcome to the channel. Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems. Today, I talk about notification of approval in a tax audit. When you hear the term tax audit, what kind of image comes to mind? Most people probably imagine files of receipt, a tense of atmosphere, and a barrage of questions, along with a vague anxiety about whether some mistake might be pointed out. For business owners and sole proprietors, it is probably one of the most stressful events they face. However, at the very end of a tax audit, there may be an incredibly rewarding moment that turns everything around. That is the notification of approval, which we will thoroughly explain today. Have you ever heard of it? Just knowing about it can transform your perception of a tax audit from a frightening inspection into a valuable opportunity to prove your integrity. Let's dive deep into this extremely important notification together. First and foremost, this notification is not issued at the discretion of the auditor. It is formally issued based on a strict legal provision, Article 74-11, Paragraph 1 of the General Act of National Taxes. Because it is issued by a government authority with absolute power and based on clear legal ground. This single document carries extraordinary weight. It is not just a piece of paper. It is a solid certificate backed by law. Please keep this firmly in mind. So, when is this notification issued? Typically, when people think of the end of a tax audit, they imagine being told, "There's an error here," being asked to file an amended return, or having to pay additional taxes. That is precisely why this is not a routine report, simply stating that the audit has ended. It is a very special notification issued only when certain strict conditions are fully met. It is like a premium passport granted only to a select few. Here is the process. First, a detailed and rigorous audit is conducted by the tax authorities. Professionals carefully examine everything, from accounting records to invoice. Then, as a result of this, through audit, the authorities must clearly recognize that there are no errors in the field return. This is the absolute requirement. Only after clearing this high hurdle is the official document issued. It is not just a verbal assurance like everything looks fine. The clean audit result is crystallized into a formal written document. Take a moment to reflect on the weight of the phrase, "There are no errors" in the file return. It is simple and straightforward, but it is the ultimate phrase that every taxpayer hopes to achieve in a tax audit. Tax professionals spend days scrutinizing every detail with a critical eye. and yet they find not a single issue or point returning correction. Doesn't that make you feel proud? It proves that your daily accounting practice were flawless. Many business owners put in tremendous effort every day to earn that single line of validation. The value of this notification goes beyond peace of mind. In business, trust is everything. This notification functions as a solid, official certification that supports your future operations. You can confidently say to clients and financial institutions, we are a transparent and compliant business officially recognized by the government. It becomes a powerful intangible asset. Let's summarize the concrete benefit. It serves as a proof that the authorities have officially recognized your tax filing as appropriate. Even more importantly, in practice, it has effort of prohibiting the investigation of the same matter in principle. Once you obtain this notification, you can prevent the same issue from being revisited again. It acts as a shield that eliminates future uncertainty. This notification is not just a commemorative item to be framed and displayed. It is a heavy piece of armor made from the incredibly strong material of law itself. It is proof that you have perfectly overcome the stress and demanding process of a tax audit, and it serves as a legal barrier protecting you from unnecessary future audits. After receiving it, there is no need to worry about being audited again on the same matter. Receiving this notification is the most desirable outcome for any taxpayer. If a tax audit were marathon, this would be the ultimate finish one. The moment you can raise your fist in triumph as you cross the goal tape, the overwhelming sense of relief and accomplishment when you finally hold this document in your hands after enduring days of tension is truly immeasurable. Finally, let me ask you, will your tax filing achieve this ideal outcome? This notification is not obtained by chance. It is the highest honor, and only through consistent, precise, and honest tax practice every single day. Each receipt and each accounting entry continues to building a strong shield that ultimately protects you. I truly hope today's description encourages you to reconsider how you approach your daily tax work. Today, I talked about notification of approval in a tax audit. For more information on tax audit, please visit the website of Yutaka Watanabe Tax Audit Office. I will continue to share content related to money, so please subscribe to the channel. Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems.